Hey guys, today we wanted to talk to you about a really critical principle that's going to help you succeed and get the most out of this program. Now, one of the main reasons that we see people not succeeding is that they fail to make the time to be able to focus on doing this coaching. Now, it makes absolute sense. You've committed to this program, you're paying us money, you've got our full attention. To get the most out of this program, we need you to show up daily. But what we found from experience, one of our favorite gurus, Robin Sharma, says, show me your schedule and I'll show you your priorities. So basically he's talking about your diary. Is it in your diary? If it's not in your diary, it's not happening. If we look at yesterday and it wasn't ticked off in your diary, it didn't happen. But guys, this program is about daily action. Every day we require you to show up, to read the daily lesson, to respond to it. Not all lessons, you won't have to respond to all lessons, but each day you have to tick off your habit. Now the main thing is that each day you do this action and you take action. What we found from experience is that people who typically already have a routine and they know when it's going to happen are more successful. So for example, to me the most optimal thing that you can do, and Eric also advises to all his clients, is to do this first thing in the morning before nothing else, before anything else that you do. When you wake up in the morning, spend 15 to 20 minutes on your coaching.
Absolutely. The later you leave in the day, the more likely it's going to get bumped off by something that's more urgent or more interesting or more just happening in the moment. So,
exactly.
I know, I'm not a morning person at all. I love my sleep and I hate getting up early. But I know that if I need to get something done, I have to wake up and do it first thing in the morning. Otherwise, there's absolutely no guarantee I'll get it done. If I want to start a meditation practice, that's one of the habits I've been building. Literally the only place that I can do that consistently is in the morning. I've tried in the afternoon, I've tried in the evening, I've tried all the show, and because I'm pretty good at building habits, I like to think that I'm good.
Yeah.
So I'm always confident and cocky. Oh, it's fine. I'll find time. I'll do it later. It's fine. I'll make the time. And time again, I've shown and proven to myself that unless I put it first thing in the morning, there's just no guarantee. So you're welcome to try, do it whenever you want to, but we both highly recommend do it first thing in the morning. First things first.
Yeah.
And absolutely.
So in other words, my order of priority would be the following. Either do it the very first thing you do when you wake up. Okay? Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. That's all you got to do to create space for this in your life. To me, that is numero uno. Do it first thing in the morning. Next, in my priority, if you can't manage that, would be make sure you do it at a fixed time every day. So if you take lunch religiously at 1 o'clock every day and you decide you're going to do this for 15 to 20 minutes before you go and have your lunch, then do that. So next prize for me, if you can't do it first thing in the morning, is make sure that it is at a fixed time. Another strategy you can use there is to append it to a habit that you already have. So one of the strategies that we teach around what we call habit stacking, our friend James Clear talks about this, is, for example, if there's something that you do every single day without fail, it's already an established habit, you can tack a new thing onto that. So if every morning
you take your kids to work, you take your kids to school
every day.
After you drop them off, you go and park for 5 minutes and read your lesson.
Exactly, and you make that your habit. So either first thing in the morning or have a fixed routine, and then for me, the last option, and the option, these are the people to me who don't do well, are the people who just do it as and when, ad hoc, when they think it's going to fit in, because it never really does it?
Maybe once or twice when life's going perfectly, you'll get it in fine. But when life gets messy, when your kid gets sick, or you run out of time, you got a deadline at work, or you're sick, or you're injured, it's going to get bumped off. It just is. There's more urgent things to be done.
If you want to go ad hoc and sporadic, then here's another little tip that I have for you that I just thought of, is each day, decide the next day. Look at your diary. If your life is quite, if it's different every day, when you, at the end of Monday, for example, look at your diary for Tuesday and put this 20 minutes into your diary as an appointment with yourself.
Like making a meeting with someone.
Exactly. So you schedule that meeting for the next day, and it's as non-negotiable as it is even if you were meeting a client. You don't let yourself down. So If you feel like you want to do an ad hoc and variable, at least schedule it, put it in your diary, and make sure it's in there and tick it off. So guys, we just wanted to reiterate this point because this program is very much geared around you showing up daily.
It's kind of like going to school. Like, you can't learn if you don't show up for class.
Yep.
And literally, you're not going to move forward unless you actually show up every day and give us the opportunity to coach you in the first place.
And you know what? I love the content. Even as a coach, Eric and I have been through this curriculum of content a few times.
And every time we coach new clients, we go through it again.
And I think the content is educational, it is interesting, it is powerful, it's going to make you think. The way that I see it is this, if you wanted to be an aspiring businessman investing in the stock exchange, each morning when you wake up in the morning, what would you do? You would open up the Business Times or the Financial Times and you would check, what's going on in the markets. Most people start the morning reading the newspaper, what's going on in the world. What we're saying to you is, if you're going to make health your priority right now, wake up in the morning and the first thing you do, you read your lesson, you look at your habit for the day, and it's exactly the same kind of practice.
I really like that because it puts you in the right state of mind and the right frame of mind for the rest of the day. So you might read, this is the difference between doing the lesson first thing in the morning versus last thing at night. If you go to bed, you're gonna read an incredible lesson, go to bed, and then forget about the next day.
Yeah.
But if you wake up reading an incredible lesson, you're going to keep that knowledge and that insight and that perspective and that motivation with you for the rest of the day. It's going to be so much more effective and so much more powerful. And then you even have the option to go back and review it multiple times during the day if you want to.
To me, logging in the morning is voting for your health.
Absolutely.
To me, logging in the morning is you saying, you know what, today I'm going to choose to be healthy.
Absolutely.
And you know what, one of our, James Clear, who I mentioned earlier in the video, he's got another really great tool. And what he talks about is, it's a 2-minute rule that he has. And essentially he says, here's an analogy. Let's say you want to go running 10Ks every day. He's saying all you got to do is take care of the first 2 minutes, which is putting on your shoes, putting on your running outfit, and getting out the front door.
Just get started.
The rest is going to take care of itself.
Yeah.
So by the same analogy, all you got to do is each day make sure that you log into the system. When you see the email that comes with a link to today's lesson, don't just I know what it's like when I see an email and I go, oh yes, I must get back to that, and I mark it as unread because I want to get back to it later in my day, and I never get back to it that day. I maybe get back to it 2 days later. Don't let that happen. When you see it, act.
And also, if you're struggling to remember to do it, you do get the lesson delivered to you every day via email, but maybe you get a crap load of other emails, and maybe you're using your spare email account you don't check very often. If you're struggling to remember, you need to find a way to remind yourself to do this.
Set a daily alarm.
And it's easy, on your phone, set a notification. Put a post-it note on your mirror. Write a note on your PC monitor. There's 50 million ways that you can remind yourself.
Set a daily alarm.
So if you forget to log it, if your excuse is you forget, that's just not an excuse, because there are so many ways that you could remind yourself. But you've then chosen not to. So if you know there's going to be a problem, make the choice to set as many reminders as you need to do. And
I've got a final tip.
Yeah.
So another great thing that you can do, which I use this in my own life, is you can create rewards for yourself based on doing the action. So you could actually say to yourself, I'm going to make a deal with myself. In the morning, I have to complete my PN, my Sleekgeek coaching, my lesson. I've got to complete that before I'm allowed to go onto social media. Okay? I have to complete my lesson before I'm allowed to check my email. Okay, and you make that the precondition before you're allowed to do the thing that maybe you find more exciting or more fun. But I promise you, you're probably going to find our content as exciting and fun. But I'm just saying, these are just techniques and tools that you can use to get what is important in your life done. You know what? That 15 minutes that you spend wasting scrolling through social media is not going to change your life. Showing up for this course for 15 minutes or 20 minutes every day is going to change your life.
Absolutely.
And that's all I wanted to say.
Cool. Well, hope you guys stick to it. Cheers.
See you there.